U.S. fighter jets have shot down an unidentified object over Alaska. The Pentagon says President Biden gave the order after it was detected yesterday. It's unclear what the object was, but officials say it was the size of a small car. Last week, a Chinese balloon was shot down off the coast of South Carolina, with Beijing saying it was a civilian device for monitoring the weather. Well, in the last couple of hours, the Pentagon gave this update.
North American Aerospace Defense Command detected an object on ground radar and further investigated and identified the object using fighter aircraft. The object was flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet and posed a reasonable threat to the safety of civilian flight. U.S. Northern Command is beginning recovery operations now.
Well, our North America editor Sarah Smith is at the White House. Sarah, what's the latest?
Well, it is intriguing, Clive, how little they have been able to tell us about this object, and that's because the US authorities know very little about it at all. They admit they don't know what it was, whether it was a balloon or a drone or some other kind of object. They don't know what country it came from. They also admit that they've no idea who owned it, whether it was a nation or a corporation or an individual. They don't know what its purpose was, and they don't know whether it posed any kind of security threat. So why then, you might ask, did they move so swiftly to shoot it down? Well, it's worth noting that there has been a huge amount of criticism here in Washington about how long it took to shoot down that Chinese balloon that was floating across the country last week. Now, security officials say that is not why they moved so swiftly in this instance. It's because the object was at around 40,000 feet and a threat to civilian planes, and also because it floated over water, which meant they were able to take it down without the risk of any casualties on the ground. All President Biden has said about it is it was a success.
Do you have anything to say about the object shot down over Alaska, Mr. President?